So, here we are, the Doomsday Zone. If you look closely, you might notice the gameplay is a little different from the previous zones. Basically, the gist of it is you are super and or hypersonic, and you are flying around, and you gotta avoid meteors or just crash into them like an idiot, like I frequently do. There's no penalty for crashing into them except they slow you down, same for the missiles, obviously. Because, you know, you are super or hypersonic, and what the fuck, they can't hurt you, because, you know, you're super or hypersonic. So what you need to do is get rings, obviously, because that's the only way you can die in this zone, is if you run out of rings. So the Doomsday Zone set a precedent that would become the template for most final boss battles in future Sonic games. That template is one or more hedgehogs going super and fighting the final boss in a style of gameplay that isn't really anything like what came before it. And among those includes Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure, and Final Hazard from Sonic Adventure 2, and Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes, and the Moon Zone from Sonic Advance 1, and True Area 53 from Sonic Advance 2, and Non-Aggression from Sonic Advance 3, and Exception from Sonic Rush, and Devil Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog, and Solaris from Sonic 2006, and Perfect Dark Eye from Sonic Unleashed, and I think you get the point. And I'm sure in whatever shitty Sonic game comes out next, you will be Super Sonic when you are fighting the final boss. So this guy, first of two boss encounters, and I didn't do a little call-out boss thing on him, because really, I don't need to draw attention to the fact that the final bosses of this game are piss easy. But you know, these aren't really the final bosses. You fought the final boss at the end of Death Egg. These are just, you know, little bonuses that are supposed to be easy and fun. And this guy isn't really fun, he's fucking annoying, because his stupid little laser balls always hit you back, like that. It's fucking annoying, and I don't like it. But, it's not too bad. This is actually the most dangerous part of the zone, is because there's no rings here, so you gotta beat him in a pretty strict time limit, and you'll see I start to get close to running out towards the end. And I do like this effect as he blows up and falls down. You might think it's over, but not quite. It's this final little form as Robotnik tries to run away with the Master Emerald. And if you dip below 10 rings, you the music gets sped up, and you know, you're getting dangerously close to dying. And so this part's a little different. There is no, like, encounter at the end. You have to catch up to him, then bump him, and it'll knock you way back, and then you have to repeat it 7 more times. And, you know, it's pretty cool. There's a button, I don't know, you can't really tell because there's no visual reference, but there's a button that kind of boosts you forward, which you have to use. So, I don't know, I never found this difficult, but I always thought it was pretty fun. You know, the music's pretty okay. So like I already mentioned a while ago, this zone is only accessible when you're playing as Sonic. When you're playing as Knuckles, you have a different final boss, and I guess if you want to be gay about it, it wouldn't make sense for him to have to do this, because, you know, chronologically his story takes place after this, and Tails can't do it, because, seriously, who cares about Tails? If you want to know a secret, here's a little confession. This is only the second time I've ever been to Doomsday Zone legitimately. Every other time it's been through the use of cheats, be it Chaos Emeralds or Level Select. But it's finally over. Let's kill this motherfucker, steal his emerald. Why is there a suction cup on the back of the tornado? I have no idea. Did Tails just install that while we were in space? We were only in space for a couple minutes, or I don't know how long that was supposed to have taken. Whatever. It's time to return this to the floating island, although of course the floating island isn't actually floating because it doesn't have this. So it's just a regular island, I suppose. I'm not sure if they're just gonna, like, drop it on the island or what, but I don't know. Whatever they do it quickly, and makes the floating island take off again, so good job for them, I suppose. Well, it's just sitting there on the Angel Island, so I guess they just dropped it. I mean, I don't know. Here comes Knuckles. And stay off my island. And that is the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And because we got the good ending, we got dolphins and birds following us. Following us for a long, long time. And we're treated to a medley of the zone's music, but only the zones from Sonic and Knuckles, not Sonic 3. You're supposed to have forgotten about those ones by now, I suppose. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me from the beginning of Sonic 1 to the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I mean, I guess you watched all those videos, I don't know, maybe this is the first video of mine you're watching. Which they get the fuck out. This video is for true fans only. Ever since I started this thread 8 years ago, you guys have been with me with your unwavering support. Except all those times people, you know, like insult me and make jokes that I was never gonna update and buy me custom titles. Never mind, you guys were awful, I hate you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Even though my thread's been pretty awful, ever since halfway through Sonic 3 Knuckles has been really good. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you for posting. Thank you, everyone, for, you know, making your own little LPs to help pass the time. Thank you for making remixes and stuff. Thank you for making my thread not awful. And if you did make my thread awful, I forgive you. Because I'm like Jesus Christ, I will forgive everyone. Just like I hope you guys are going to forgive me for lying at the end of Sonic 2 where I said I'd make credits for this. Because I was just too lazy again. Haha! Oh me. But seriously, I will make credits for, you know, the bonus video, but come on, I already made that lame intro at the beginning that took like 3 weeks to fucking render. You want another 2 weeks of rendering time on top of this? No, you don't, trust me. You just want to see this video, and post about how great it was, and buy me lots of certificates for things I don't need. Anyways, I really want to thank you all for making me the #1 rated podcast in America, and helping me fulfill my lifelong dream of meeting Yuji Naka and kicking him in the balls. Anyways, the LP's over. The thread's not over. I still got the Knuckles playthrough, I still got the Tails playthrough, I still got all those bonus videos I keep promising you. But the main LP itself is over. I had a lot of fun playing the games. I had a little less fun editing it, but it was still fun in its own tedious 3 hours of clicking kind of way. And, you know, as long as you guys enjoyed it, that's all I care about. So I just realized there's like a minute left of these credits, and I have nothing else to say, so I guess I'll just say special thanks to you, the viewer. Thank you again for watching. Overall, I rate these credits 7 out of 10. Not as good as Sonic 1, but better than Sonic 2. And finally, once again, thanks for watching. Goodbye.